Welcome into the Red Eye here at Inebriare. It's early, but perfection never sleeps. Okay, show me the deer. I know normally when the deer shows its head, the data has now loaded into the interface of, the whole thing. So now, today, we've been doing some grinding, folks. We've been doing some grinding. We've been getting a lot better at flying and covering our tracks here at Inebriare, and you know we're happy for it. Ah, now we have a couple certifications that I want to look over, and we also need to start thinking about the helicopter because I want to start doing these dang rescue missions, and you need the dang helicopter. And we've been doing all right so far here uh, on career mode. I mean, there's been a lot of bumps and bruises. We have crashed, our own plane multiple times. Look at that, didn't even have wings. We did, now, speaking of certifications now I went ahead and we passed the high performance endorsement. I haven't done the tail draggers yet, or the tail, but I already paid for it. I also I did not pay for these. These are the two I got 50 grand. Now we have the money, as you can see up here. I have we were grinding a little bit for the last couple days, and we're up to almost $500,000. Now that's include. Now the only reason that it's at $500,000 is because we were up maintaining our Cessna, and I am big on that now. Now I don't mind putting a little money into her to make sure, because I'm not the best yet at landing. I'm getting better, but we want to keep training with it and make sure that we can just keep pushing forward. So I wanted to already pay. Now the airline, I've already paid for this one. Now here, I don't think we took the test, or did we take the test? Oh yeah, I guess we did. Well, good for us. But again, we need to head over here to the commercial pilot license for rotorcraft because I'm interested in a lot in that. Maybe we'll try it out today, maybe not. I don't know. We're just doing a couple. This is just the red-eye flight here. So, we'll take a look at the company. So far, our company's balance is $523,000 with an income of $1.3 million and an expense of $828. Now, it's not all, cupcakes and ho-hos. When you're running your own airline, there's a lot of expenses. You don't have a lot of, overhead here. So let's make sure that our plane is up to par here. It should be. Now, last update, yeah, we did that earlier this morning. I did upgrades my land. Every flight I take her on, I will upgrade the landing gear to new. I will also go down and for flight controls, and I'll make sure that some of my, my air rods are new. Normally, I got to do the connections, but we already put about 30 grand into her today. So, but as you can see, as she is with the upgrades, not upgrades, but the maintenance kept up to date, she's worth 422,000 clams. Now, if you combine that with the 485 we have in the bank, now we're starting to look at, now, matter of fact, I want to, flight, all right, so now this is, I looked at this insurance. I'm billed every 24 hours, but don't get it twisted here, because it says 6,600 credits per flight hour. So if you have, a 2-hour flight, you're paying 12K. They're just not gonna, and if you flew multiples and say you flew like triple that, then they're gonna charge it, but per day. It's not 6,600 a day. They're just billing you every 24 hours. That's something I noticed. Ooh. Don't mind us, we're fine. Now I can't see, now the premium insurance, I think I'm gonna upgrade to this one. For right now. And I think we're gonna take, now I have a flight lined up already. So I'm gonna do it. Now, I did something really cool. I can't believe, another reason I want to get the Rotorcraft license is I was looking around, and let's real quick again go back home. We found, okay, so we found Jacksonville. Now, I actually found, if I can find it again, I wish I could like bookmark areas. And you can really get in here with it, with the whole thing. But I can't, I found, that's not it. Looking for the Spanish fort that we have here in St. Augustine. Oh, what the hell? No, I didn't want that. Anyway. I'll find it. I'll memorize it. What the hell is this? Oh. Okay. Our plane is over here. Let's head over. We got a standard air freight to Ashland. Our largest client gave us a shipment for immediate. Look at that, to one of its subsidiaries. They're counting on us to get it there ASAP in Ashland, no problem. Looks like it's 10:30 a.m. and we should be landing. It's about an hour-and-a-half flight here with a 2-star difficulty rating. It looks like we have some clouds, but no problem. We can deal with that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Sonia O'Reilly been paying us some money here. Okay, that's one reason we have the $485 here. Airline procedures will ensure cargo integrity, and we will respect the condition of my aircraft. 159 nautical miles with 114 pounds of fuel. I'm pretty sure I'm topped off on fuel. I did it beforehand. Let's take a look. You can never be too careful. We're going to run the advanced insurance in case something would happen. Our fuel's good. Maintenance, no problem. And yeah, this should be quite a journey. I don't know. Hey, good morning, Kathy. How you doing today? Kathy, we've been doing some grinding. We're getting there. No more $5,000 to $10,000. We're doing $121,000 here. It's an hour and a half flight, but we do have. There's actually a sim rate thing that I have on here that will speed up time, and it works, so it's good. But you can't use it too hard because then the whole game will crash. But we've been using it, so an hour and a half flight probably will take us around 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Sounds crazy. I'm all right, Kathy. I've just been struggling with my work schedule lately. You know, it's been rough and brutal, and they have me on all these different shifts. I haven't been able to talk to any of our friends. Like I just been like today. I was off last night and this morning because I've been doing swing shifts again. So I'm on a night one day and then I'm on a day the next day. It's been rough. And then I've been actually doing mid shifts too. They had me do a couple mid shifts where I'm in at like 12 noon. So it's been rough. So, you know, I've been sneaking in the game when I can here. But it's relaxing. It takes my stress away. It does look like we have some. I hope we get some bad weather in here, Kathy, because, you know, this is what we've trained for here at Inebriere. Oh, yeah, it's definitely cloudy. Well, the nice thing is here. Oh, yeah, this makes sense because when I first selected this before the stream, I normally will do some setup stuff and get the airplane ready. And then I'll log off, you know, I'll go grab a quick snack or something and cool my computer down because this game, oh yeah, it's definitely raining. We're going to definitely have some weather. So good. All right, engine covers off. We're taking a look at that. We're almost on our way to buy our next aircraft, folks, and expand our. And as you can see, I'll check. I haven't been checking everything, but I've been checking my struts before I go. As you can see, they're new. That's right. I paid money for it, so they should, you know, it should say it. Let me check that. Can I check the wheel? Yeah. But I don't go all the way around the whole thing, no. Because I figure, you know, but I do, even if it's properly maintained the way I'm keeping it, like my landing gear is always at perfect, you know, condition. Or brand new at that. But even though there's been some landings where it's either the game or whatever, but my brakes will fail and I cannot stop. If you have time on Tuesday, there will probably be a live stream for Punky and Larry. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's good. I'll make sure I'm there at some degree. You know, I may be I won't be chatting up a storm, but I'll be around there, especially for Punky and Larry's birthday. Thank you. Yeah, I knew that Punky. I didn't know Larry. I never remember Larry's birthday. I don't think I ever knew Larry's birthday. All right. Well, I do now. Good. That sounds fun. Now, if they're going to give me, and here's another thing here. No, these people, they've been setting me up for these, like, I got to, like, travel a mile to get to the dang short, the stop short.
Now
hey,
that you're
Emil.
all set up, let me go over the important details with you. You're carrying bulk on this flight. Standard shipment for our partner based in Ashland, but super urgent. You must reach Ashland Lineville ASAP.
Right.
Our sensitive cargo containers are built to handle slight turbulence, but maintain a constant flight speed and adapt to changing conditions. A prompt and safe delivery is key for the success of our business. All relevant information is in your flight packet, which is uploaded on your map as a reference. Fly safely.
All right, up here, guys, if you see this tab, now again, I'm new to this whole series, so I you know, if I sound like I am new, I'm a newbie. But I just realized, up here, you have camera. Now, I'm working on it. I haven't done it yet, but you have all these things, and they have pre-level, they have quick views that you can set by just taking your camera, swinging it in a certain way, then you bring this up, and then you save it. I'm going to be working on that, so that way when I come outside the cockpit, I can quick press them and
Cessna, November 68211 with
give you a bunch of different views.
Taxi for takeoff.
Which, I mean, what the hell?
Cessna November 68211, taxi to and hold short of runway 19er using taxiway Alpha cross runway 4 Alpha. Contact tower on 133.975 when ready.
Okay. And we're going to acknowledge our taxi clearance, but it's going to be... Look at this.
Taxiway Alpha cross runway 4 Alpha, Cessna 211.
Now, here's something I noticed. We're going to skip the takeoff. Now, our flaps and our trim is at 0. But listen here. Microsoft makes you pay the penalty for skipping anything. And I've noticed this because look what my trim and my flaps down at the bottom. You can see the flaps rising. So when you skip the taxi sequence to your hold short, it's trimming me up by 14%, and my flaps are at 10, which is ironic. So you got to make sure your flaps are at 0 for takeoff. I'm pretty dang sure, and we sure as hell don't need 14% trim, positive trim. You know, a couple, you know, a few degrees here and there, 3, 4, 5 degrees is one thing, but yeah, I noticed that.
Tower, Cessna November 68211 at runway 19er, ready for departure, east departure.
Cessna November 68211, altimeter tree 009er, departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 19er.
All right. Let's take a look. Now,
Cessna 211, please acknowledge.
yeah, I got you. I got things.
Takeoff runway 19er, Cessna 211.
All right, let's get out there. Because now hopefully I've been, you know, a lot of times I've had a few instances where I've been having real wonky takeoffs here. They've been trying to, you know, can me right off the bat. Well, I'd be keeping my dang finger on the dang escape key. All right. Now I try to give it a slow, because brakes are everything. Here, now. It looks a little, well, it looks pretty bad up there, but I mean, we're gonna do it. Punkies was just, see, what is today already? I don't even know what today is, man. Yeah, I talked to Punky yesterday too. Larry's Tuesday, yeah. Yeah, appreciate that. I'm gonna have to hit her up this morning. I know it's Saturday. She's probably up a little later, but man, that sucks. Yeah, I don't even know what day it is, dude. I'm sick of it. But now starting this week, okay, so what's happening is they're flipping me and my partner, like the guy that we share the same title. We're both trying to get promoted, and we're both on each other's side. We want, you know, but so now to get exposure to corporate doesn't come in overnight, so they come in during the day. Well, our assistant over there of the store, like, is super awesome and cool, and so he's trying to get us exposure to get us to meet her, like the district manager, and they've been thrilled. Like, corporate's been thrilled with the output of our particular location ever since this new district manager about 6 months ago took over. I mean, stellar. So she knows both of us are killing it, but I haven't even met her yet. So that's why it's been like really difficult. Like, it's been all over. So they're trying to flip us every 2 to 3 weeks. Now this week I'm working a couple of night shifts, and then the rest of the second half of the shift of the week is going to be all day shift. So at least that's going to be steady at some level. All right, let's go. Full throttle. We're looking for 55 knots. It's a little windy. I got my hand on the dang escape key, because if you can hit the escape key and then start the whole mission over with your plane taking any damage. Now, we did upgrade our insurance, so we're happy about that. All right. Up we go. Let's climb to 800 feet. Yeah, Kathy, it is hard. I can't believe, like, this year,
Cessna 211, continue for east departure.
in October, coming up in October, it'll be like, I think
Tower,
my
Cessna November 6
Yeah.
8211. Continue for east departure.
my 27th year working night shift. 27 years. And it's a no wonder I'm grouch, you know. And a chatterbox, you know what I mean? I don't see anybody. I don't talk to anybody. And I love people, but I never get to talk to anybody. So then when I run into you guys, I don't shut up. I've been trying to diagnose my, or maybe it's just, you know, now I still got to learn one of those things. Now see, now let's get, we want to climb, but at the same time, I'm not trying to tax my engine. This is where I've learned, like, I got my right hand on my mouse. Now I normally fly with my right hand on the yoke, but now I've learned to fly with my left hand while I'm doing other things. I gotta still climb. They'll normally give it to me at 1300. I'm gonna cut down the engine power just by 15%, and we'll still get there, even though you should have, you know, a lot of throttle when you're climbing. Maybe that 1500. Yeah, maybe they'll want 1600. I don't want to get a stall. We're getting close. I may have to push it. Yeah, I'm not going to be too concerned about it. I'm going to give it just a couple more. Yeah, 92 is good. $1,800. Trim up. You let go of the yoke as you're trimming up like that, and then it doesn't jerk down. But then when you trim up, see how it banks up like that? You got to trim down immediately and then trim back up if you need. It's a work in progress, but oh, that doesn't look ominous at all up there. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get promoted, Kathy, finally. I've always loved working night shift, but now, like, getting older, I'm almost 50. I want to concentrate more on, you know, health and all that stuff, all the boring stuff. So $157 nautical miles, and we are going to pull 83. All right, so now we got to find our right trim for 83. Let it sink a little bit, and then we're gonna speed sim it. Now, I just upped the speed by 2 times. I could do 3 times the speed.
Cessna 211, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Okay.
Tower, Cessna November 6 8211. Frequency change.
It gets really wonky though when you do that, but that's all right. It saves us an hour and a half. Who the hell wants to fly for an hour and a half? So we get lined up and then we gun it. Ready? That's where we're gonna fly right the hell through it, Kathy. Watch this. Ultimate. But I noticed too, when you do this simming right here, you see, I know it's supposed to be lagging because I'm speeding up the time by like 10 times. Now we're at 145 nautical miles after like, 15 seconds. It really works well, but you got to be careful because the trim, it'll trim up on you and then we'll go back to normal. That's normal speed. Now you got to watch our airspeed too. We don't want to go too. 130 knots is our limit, because that's pushing it right at the red line, and I don't like doing that. See it? You can see. Well, it's the yellow line, but I mean, the yellow line might as well be red line. The way I treat this plane. Boy, not looking good in here. I can't remember the captain's name, but there was one pilot who put a gas tank, had his gas tank. He had no window. He didn't like looking at, so he would just use the instruments. This is nuts. All right, now 140 nautical miles. See how fast we can get to 130. Oh, it's kind of scary doing this, so you got to watch your freaking altitude too, because you can't see what the hell's going on, and sometimes your altimeter, it doesn't work. That took about 10 seconds. See, I see ground. And I don't like that, because now all of a sudden I'm at 2,000 feet. But we're at 100, we just gained 10 miles in 10 seconds. So if I went for a minute and 20 on that mode, we'd be there now. Pretty crazy. But this game is a grind. I don't do this with only like really long ones, and I'm doing it now to grind because we're only in a Cessna. Once we have a jet-powered, aircraft and all that, the time is going to be cut in half, because we're going to be flying faster. So I do love around 2,000 feet for these flights. I mean, 3 to 4 is better. You're kind of, to be honest though, you're kind of in thinner air. You can cruise a little faster with less drag on the body of the aircraft. You can avoid some bad weather, but I mean, not at 2,000 feet, really. Up, real high you can, but well, we haven't had any rain though. It's just been. Let me trim up a little bit here. Let it sink while you trim. Now I trim back down. Now, what I want to do is go into a real Cessna 172 Skyhawk, and I want to see if I can, like, start it up. I don't know how to start this one up manually yet. I use the commands, which saves you like 20 steps. But I want to learn those 20 steps eventually. And we're gonna have to get some in-flight music for you guys. We'll be passing out beverages momentarily. And at about 100 nautical miles each. Listen, we don't want you to have to pee too quick. Isn't that the worst? You go to the airport, you're excited for the trip, you go to get something to eat at the bar and grill, for those that drink, and have a couple drinks, and you make sure you pee right before the boarding, right? But then it takes for 40 minutes between boarding and takeoff, and now you gotta pee again, and you feel it coming on. And It happens to me every time because I'll try to tank like 3 beers though. That's, you know, so obviously it's going to give me more of a struggle. Hey, cheap seats. Thank you. Driving and listening. Going fishing. Nice. Well, I hope you're. What are you fishing for today? Just regular, the general fish? Or are you going for a certain type of fish? Thanks for that, cheap seats. Appreciate it. We gotten a lot better, cheap. We're gonna have to. We have a couple certifications for a tail dragger and a turboprop engine. Once we do that, and we pass our first rotorcraft helicopter, we're gonna be doing. We could start doing everything. Trout mainly. Yeah, you know, I like the flavor of trout. When I was a little boy, we used to go, when you would fish, trout was the main fish, you know? That's what you caught in the small cricks. You remember the crick? Nobody calls it a crick anymore. Well, I do. Cricks and creeks and, you know? Yeah, it's a fun fish. Fun fish to fish. Yeah. Good luck with that. I hope you bring, I don't know what the catch rate is. You probably, I don't know, a couple. I mean, back in the day, you catch whatever the hell you want. When I was, you know, 6, 7 fish, what the hell? And now I guess, I don't know if there's a limit. I haven't fished in years, 30 years, but there's something to it. I'm also looking into, for this game, VATSIM, something called VATSIM. It's very intimidating. So apparently there's a integrated, I guess you would say, application program that you can use in Microsoft Flight Simulator here. And it's a VATSIM. And what that is, it's a voice ATC controller. So all around the world, right now, there are real people like you and me. They're guiding people playing this game. Like they have all the codes. They know how the lingo. They know what they're doing. These are not real air traffic controllers. They're just players of the game that are watching the game and all the air traffic. And it's an app that someone created, or a program someone created, that you can talk to people from all over the world. And you can go to Russia and all these places, and there you can see they're talking in different languages. It's crazy, man. But it's like role playing, so you can't just walk in there and not know what you're doing. There's etiquette. Like they take it seriously. So it's like a real, like, whole system here. I was like, what the hell? Well, we ain't seeing too much clearance. I mean, we're pretty low. We're at 2,700 feet, so we can still see the ground. But she's looking good. Our engine's in good shape. We're not even at halfway to where we could be. All right, let's cut this trip down a little bit. This is the fastest one I go. I just have to you have to make a positive. Huh? Yeah. See, you learn. Yeah, you can do this, but if one like weird breeze, hey, we're out of there. Wow, that was thick. But if one stiff breeze comes and just blows you, because it could happen at any time. Up under the undercarriage, you can flip the whole thing's out of whack. So it's hard to. Well, we're cutting it down here now to 99 nautical miles. We're at 2,600 feet. I'm going to let it roll for a minute here. Oh boy. Hold on. Yeah, what the hell? No, I don't know if I think I paid for the rotorcraft test. Maybe we'll take that test today. No, stop. Wow, we're really getting into it now. On our way to Ashland, Lineville, that is 88 nautical miles. We've pushed ahead in a 1 hour and a half trip. And yeah. And I don't know. Oh, I can see some sun. Peeking through there, we missed it, but it's in there. Oh shit. Quality. Convenience. And we're learning what we're doing here at Inebriar Air. So don't be hesitant to buy a purchase ticket from us. We primarily work on the East Coast now, southern and southeast, but we're trying to expand. We're moving. We're moving it. Ooh, these look like some dark clouds. So now we're learning here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that's what doing the sim rate does. That's what this is called again, sim rate. You're simming the rate. You're upping the rate of the simulation by however many percent. You just got to know how to get it back like that. Because it's not like one click thing. You have to multiply. You click it each time you want to go up a sim rate. But when you're going so fast, say at level 5, you're I don't know what each level is here. If I click it once, I don't know what that equates to. This is normal here. This is the normal rate right here. Now, this is what we should be flying at. And then, you know, and you can tell by the number dial, and the numbers is just the speed of them. Swoop. Now I just hold the sim rate button down. You need to you have to bind 2 keys, one for positive, one for negative. And that's really the only thing. But it is very valuable because I'm going to tell you, this game is a super long grind. Very, very long. So this is a 2-hour flight. What are you kidding? Wait till we're flying from the United States to Japan. It's going to be like a 15-hour flight. Like real time, 15 hours. Like, I got a job. I can't do that. That's why when you have a day off, you do that type of stuff, and a lot of content they'll edit it, you know, and upload it. I primarily live stream, so it's, you know, it is what it is. We got to cram. Couple more pushes here. Wow, nasty. We got any rain? No, no rain yet. Back to normal now. Sure, a little bit. Relax. What I'll do, matter of fact, let me put on my autopilot. Now, autopilot, I don't need to do anything. I don't have to do nothing. You know, there's, you know, Kathy, there's different, for me, there's definitely something I like more about, anything more realistic. I love any type of, I have respect for all games, but not all, like, I don't love all types of games. There's different, you know, there's a whole bunch of different things that, you know, obviously that, and genres that people can get into. But I mean, as far as, like, if you mean traditional games, like, just the regular point and click time, I mean, there's a lot of, you know, all the genres have really good titles over the years. I mean, I started playing back in the 1980s, I think. Probably before the 90s. My father had a computer from the Bethlehem Steel that they gave him, and I was just fortunate enough to, and it had some like mock, whatever, demo games on it. Like the one black, it was just it's like a DOS game. It was black background with just the green lines, and it was like this wizard game, but a puzzle maze. It was so fucking good, man. I wish I could remember. But yeah, I do prefer these more modern games, Kathy, over traditional, like the ones that paved the way. They were just, you know, there's respect for them and homage, but I mean, when you want to talk about the more realistic, to me, the more immersive. The better the storyline, the more immersive. If games can make you attached to the characters in them, like story, you know me, Kathy, I'm big on story games. You know, anything. Oh, here we're getting some rain now. I'm big on story games. I don't know why I'm steering. I have the autopilot on. And I got, you know, I've been wanting to play the one with William Dafoe for a long time. I mean, I played it years and years ago, and I want to play it again. So I may do that coming up. I'm going to trim down though. Autopilot doing its job. This allows me the opportunity to inebriate. Yeah, Pong. Yeah, but that's still fun. People still, I mean, that's still a challenging game. Pong is just the same thing as anything else. You know? Down, Trim. What are you doing? Trim's fighting me. I know I'm on autopilot, so I'm actually fighting the autopilot when I do that. Yeah. Like ice. Let's cut our way through this thing. "32 miles. Let's do it. We're going to go really hard at him. Let's get to 20 miles, Kathy. Yeah, 20 miles. Boy, I love the sim rate. But now, see, we're at 5,000 feet. How's our engine doing? Okay, all right. Get a little dive in here up to 120. I want to get some, I want to lose some altitude. Boy, these clouds. And my trim is not working. Okay, yeah, not good. I'm having a malfunction with my trim. Trying to pull up. Let me. We'll go back to normal. This is normal. No. My trim negative is not working. Okay. gonna have to get that repaired. What the hell? Well, we're gonna need to lose more altitude. We're taking a dive. Right to there. Up on the nose. Lose speed. Don't tax the engine. I can't believe my trim is broken. What the hell? That means that's not good, you know. What the hell? 25%? Stop it, trim my freaking rudder. I just serviced this thing back here. That's why it's fighting me like this. I know, baby. I'm sorry. We're gonna land soon. I can't get down. What the hell? Look at my trim at the bottom right. 31%. What the hell are you doing? Okay, now it's working. What in the actual... See, this is what happens in flight. You never know when something's wrong. Now my trim is working again. Okay. I bet you it's because of the sim rate. They don't like it. Boy, they will screw you up. Yeah, now my trim's working. Okay. I was going to say... Well, maybe we'll just fly the rest of it in here. Yeah, because we're at 3,000 feet. We got to start getting down now. But one thing I can do, I'm going to cut the engine to half. Watch this. We'll lose altitude without gaining too much speed. It's all a balance here. I want to get down about... That's fine. Now that should be at 50%. This is... I gotta fix that too on the dang thing. I'm gonna raise it up just a hair. Yeah, right? You're telling me. I love bad weather. I gotta get that... There's like a $10 mod that, or add-on here that you can have for like really super realistic weather and like force feedback. Which this isn't. This does it too, but not. I guess there's 250 preset weather patterns like hurricanes, tornadoes, typhoon, all that stuff. So that'll be interesting. .3 miles left to go. And we're looking good. At least that trim, I was worried about that trim. Now this is where I want to be. 10 miles, 2,500 feet. This is where, because I'm an old slowpoke coming into the, I will cut my engine before the final. I'll be coming in borderline stall speed just so I don't overshoot, because I'm traumatized by our first week of opening the business where we crashed this very airplane like several times and probably put us around $300,000 in the old hole. So pardon me if I'm a little hey, it just means for a safer landing for y'all. Right. Never been to Ashland - Lineville, but I'll bet you it's beautiful. A lot of woods, probably some good camping out here. if you're into that type of thing. Now I know I gotta look up. I want to test it. I want to look up a video, right? How to start a 172 Scott. I don't want to test it on here, like a real one. I'm looking for a real video, like a real plane, real video tutorial. There's 100, 1,000 of them. So I want to see what that'll do and see if it actually works. Obviously, like, things are not going to be exactly the same. But I think it'd be interesting. See how accurate it is. Look at that. Yeah, see, 68. Yeah, we're going to have to... I told you, I'm really slow with it. Let's just pump it up to 70 something. There you go. The more bad weather coming up, but we'll be landed by the time that happens. All right, let's get to 5. All right. Oh, I love that sim rate. Our 2% trim looking good. Let's go up to 3. Let it sink. See, by letting it sink, you can really see what the trim does. The trim should level you out. If it's not leveling, you don't have enough trim. Now, see, now I have 7% and it's enough. But now you're going to pitch up. So now I want to get down 1 more percent to make up for the 2% from the... I know what's happening. Okay. We're going to radio into ATC any minute, any second here.
Alpha traffic, Cessna November 68211, 5 miles southwest, 2,300 feet, inbound to land, runway 27, 26 Alpha traffic.
And all these packages. I'm getting a package today. And it did arrive safely. Thanks to, probably not an Ivory, but UPS. All right, let's see where this thing's going to take us now. All right, we got to go in and make a left. All right, no problem. Let's go. Now, once I start hitting this little hoop here, I like to significantly slow it down. I'm going to actually set up a camera for showing the flight stick and what I'm doing with my hands and keyboard. That's going to be coming soon. I'm going to do that. All right, let's identify because I have like different grips for everything. Like flying like this, I have a grip for takeoff, I have a grip for landing, I have a grip for right before landing. I have like a emergency grip, like there's a whole, I got a two-handed grip. Coming up here in the final 2.7 nautical miles, that is, and we will get this cargo down safely, securely, and without incident. All right, we're going to come around. Now, we don't follow the traffic pattern to a T. We're going to cut the engine down to half. You think I'm nuts? Yeah, maybe, here. But I know what I'm doing, believe it or not. We're going to just make a small hoop. They want us to do this and make a left. Right here, they want us to make a left and go all the way to hell out. No, we're doing this the fast approach here. Okay? The red eye is we know you're tired. You know, it's early morning, super late at night, what have you, and we'll give it a little more gas just to kind of balance it. And that's the great thing about throttle. All right. Runway over there, looking good. All right, we're going to make a left bank that way. And not yet, we'll follow this one here. Boy, that was nerve-wracking when the flaps weren't working. As a matter of fact, I got to trim down. Negative. Not negative, but 1%'s fine. Every time I make a turn, I'll cut the engine to half and see where we're at, you know. Now see, here we go. Now here's the final, but that's not, we're gonna still have to make another loop, another turn. Yeah, 87, cut the engines all the way. Now here's where you got to make sure your sim rate isn't fast, because that could really screw your day up. All right, announce our arrival here. Now we're gonna need our flaps. All right, we're at regular speed. Let's try to.
Alpha traffic. Cessna November 68211 is on final runway 27 to land 26 Alpha traffic.
Flaps 10%. $59 knots, flaps 20%. Trim down 0. Hope to God our brakes work. Nice. It's stall speed too. Ooh, a little rough on that landing, but we'll take it. Flap 0. Set over to our hold short. Yeah, a little bumpy, Kathy, especially for the speed I had. I just didn't flare enough. And I came in at a little wonky of an angle. That was my fault though. It was a good, it wasn't a bad tailwind or anything. I have to pee really bad. That did not help. But that's what happens at inebriated. That's why we have, up here in the cockpit, don't worry about it, what we do. Funny, they say it's harder to land here in third person, like watching the plane, than it is the first. Because I was landing better when I was using first, but I'm going to go back. I'm going to do switching it off because I think it's cool to kind of give a different perspective. Okay, here we go. We're done.
26 Alpha traffic. Cessna November 68211 is taxiing to parking. 26 Alpha traffic.
Hey, Jason, good morning. Welcome to the Red Eye. Right. Nerve-wracking. It's always nerve-wracking. It never gets not nerve-wracking. Oh, let's shut her down. and we'll head back to headquarters and prepare for the next flight. Let's take a look at how we did. I think it was a little bumpy because with that sim, it does get you. It throw with one little gust. Oh no, almost perfect. How about that? Look at this. Look at that. I mean, are you kidding? S-class, baby. Oh, completely S-class. You're flying here, and that was a pretty. They don't have the landing here though. And watch the bonus we get just for that bad weather. They're going to consider that bad weather. I'll bet you I get like $20K. $24,000 for just for the bad weather. 142,000. Remember, go back 2 episodes and look what we were making. Now look at that. I mean, just saying. Thank you, Sonia O'Reilly. You know, you have challenging missions, but you always pay out the ass. And we have now achieved the S-class reputation. Now we have a 25% reputation discount on top of a 20. Oh, look at that. And we'll make it to level 64. Woo! For 3. Sorry. Nice job. Well done. And here's what we do every time now. We come over here after the flight. We'll go into manage company and then manage the Cessna. It's going to need an update, mandatory. I'm going to get brand new landing gear. No, maintain, 22 grand, doesn't matter. Put it in. Flight controls, we were having some issues with it. I'm almost tempted to put the 76,000 into it, but you know what, we're not worried about it. Let's get the rudder connection done. Right flap connection done. Left flap connection done. Landing gear, new, right flap, whatever, fuck it. And I know, it's a lot of money to just, you know. Okay, looking good. All right, give me 1 minute. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Let's see what we got here. Back. And now, hold on here. Now, see. It's time. Tail wheel, oh boy. Let's take the exam for tail draggers. No, yeah. No, wait. Let's take. Do I have the turboprop? No, I don't have that one yet. Because these two are the. These two are the ones. I'm wondering, you know what? Hold on. Actually, no. Yeah, I think. Do it. We gotta do it. At some point. Now, I've never flown one of these. Taking off, landing, and taxiing in a plane equipped with a tail wheel is not as easy as it may seem. Airplanes with the main gear towards the front of the aircraft and a small wheel underneath the tail are commonly referred to as conventionally geared aircraft or tail draggers. You will be showing one of the most advanced conventionally geared aircraft on the market. The Cub Crafters X Cub. Woo! And I don't know what I can't really do anything. Second. Okay, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we gotta, oh no. Alright. Remove that. And let's get the PETA cover and let's get the, we got both of them. Oh, okay. Huh. She's already in there. Do I get... No. What the heck? Oh. What the hell? How do I get in there? There's only one seat. What the heck? Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh, I see. What the hell? Okay. No idea what this is all about. Never have flown anything like this. Let's just get it over with, right? I mean, what the hell? Whoa.
As covered in our briefing, we'll be performing a standard traffic pattern around Miami's KLNA airport with the Cub Crafters X Cub.
Oh, look at his face. It's cute.
That tail draggers do not behave in the same way
Hey!
as tricycle-geared aircraft while taxiing, taking off, and landing. Try to maintain centerline and anticipate rear-wheel drift while turning on the taxiway.
Sure.
Keep your speed low while taxiing, and brake progressively while pitching back once you land to avoid flipping the aircraft over.
What? Okay.
Remember that once you get some speed on the runway, you will want to lift the tail of the
Kilo Lima
aircraft
November
by gently
Alpha
pushing
Traffic.
forward
Cub
on the
Crafters
stick.
November 68211.
Once you're on the
What?
main gear and
What?
reach rotation speed,
Kilo Lima
start gently
November
pitching
Alpha
back
Ah,
for takeoff.
I
Keep your
can't hear
feet
you.
on the
What?
rudder to brace for left turning tendencies.
What? Oh no, it's gonna be one of these things. Hold on, I gotta go back to the dang settings. Every time you do a new plane, you gotta come in here and you gotta do it all. Oh. I did the wrong one here. There we go. Yeah, I don't like how you have to. Yeah, you gotta change these two here to make it work here, I think. Hey, flaps, rudder, good. Okay. Ooh, this got some power. We were going out here. Now, apparently, with tail draggers, you have two big wheels in the front, one small in the back. And the proper way to take off is you have to kind of push the nose forward to get the back wheel off the ground or something, and then you push the brakes work in this thing. Yeah, all right. Then you push the then you do the opposite for landing, or it's the opposite of what I just said. So we'll have to find out. We'll find out which one it is. We'll find out real quick when I flip the nose, put it on its nose. If I land it, because we're going to need this type of aircraft to do search and rescue missions here for our new company, Disaster Air. And when you have a disaster afoot, well, you don't hesitate to call Disaster Air. And we don't put your safety second here, folks. I mean, we're out there right away. We operate 24 hours a day because, you know, people get into trouble 24 hours a day. You never know. From the long reaches of the Sahara to the never-ending depths of the sea, we will come look for you. We can't promise you anything, but we'll try. We know all about graphing. All right, let's pull up here on our hold short. This thing's pretty sturdy, man. It's straight. I like the, of course, because it's a test plane that's flying perfectly. Oh, it does say it pulls to the right. It has a tendency to pull to the right, I think she said. So that's great. Let's announce our takeoff.
Kilo Lima November Alpha Traffic. Cub Crafters November 68211. Taking off runway 9er. Left closed traffic. Kilo Lima November Alpha Traffic.
All right. No. I don't know what that is. What do you mean R? I don't want R. Is that working? That's working. I think. No. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Well, that was... All right, let's climb to 500 feet. It was... I didn't expect it to be that... I figured we were crashed or something. Oh, okay, trim is working. We're at 1,000. This thing sounds pretty powerful, huh? reach downwind end. Okay. Now we probably could cut down on the power a little bit. I don't think we need 100% just cruising around. So let's do 80. We got to maintain 1,000 feet here.
Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic. Cub Crafters November 6, 8211. 1 miles northwest, 1,100 feet. Inbound to land. Runway 27. Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic.
Oh, all right. Boy, that really... What? Okay. All right, let's not panic.
Try to land by making contact with all 3 wheels at the same time.
Sure. No problem. A little bit. All right, back it down. I don't know what the hell is stall speed on here. It looks a little close. Yeah. Yeah. What do we have? 350? Into the sun. I can't see. What the hell? No, we gotta. Oh. Yeah, a lot different, but not. No, huh? What are you talking? Well, I guess that's what they meant. You don't want to like brake hard. You know, you flip it to, the tail over the head, the nose there. Well, we had it, but I thought that was a little hard of a landing anyway. Okay. The rudder assistance is turned off. Well, yeah. I mean, you said that. You said that it has a tendency to turn, which is, great. Well, I don't know how what is the... Okay, I guess there's like no way to get in the dang plane here. Why can't I just... All right, that's good. And... yeah. All right.
As covered in our briefing, we'll be performing a standard traffic pattern around Miami's KLNA airport with the Cub Crafters X-Cub. Remember that taildraggers do not behave in the same way as tricycle-geared aircraft while taxiing, taking off, and landing.
Yeah, I noticed.
Try to maintain centerline and anticipate rear-wheel drift while turning on the taxiway. Keep your speed low while taxiing, and brake progressively while pitching back once you land to avoid flipping the aircraft over.
I forgot about that part.
Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic.
Remember that once you get some speed on the
November
runway,
6,
you want to lift the tail of the aircraft by gently pushing forward
Kilo
on the
Lima
stick.
November Alpha traffic.
Once you are on the main gear and reach rotation speed, start gently pitching back to take off. Keep your feet on the rudder to brace for left turning tendencies.
What? I got it. Now I got to pull back when I land. Or once I've landed. That way I don't, you know, and like, so we landed and we were fine. And then I didn't pull back and we ended up nose diving. Well, that's what we don't want, obviously. It's probably not the best view, see concrete, but well, back to the old hold short. Ooh, are those cars out there? Yeah. Man, if I had a decent enough computer, I could put it on like full, you get the whole thing, the whole works. Right. Now, we took off pretty well. I'm not going to complain about it. And this is not a long test. So hopefully we can pass this thing. Just get it over with. Because you know what? We'll deal with the real life circumstances later on when we're out there on the beat. In the wild. Alright. Alright.
Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic. Cub Crafters November 6 8211. Taking off runway 9er. Left closed traffic. Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic.
Alright. What he said. Well, I'm gonna have to learn all that. It's probably easy after a month or two. You're probably, oh yeah, now I know what's going on. Oh yeah, that really does give me a ooh. Look at that. Okay. Let's get prepared. And yeah. Ah! Ah! Woohoo! Yeah, it definitely pulls left. Okay. It's already yelling at, hollering at me for the dang. I'll put it to 89. Look at this. Well, I mean, give me a minute here, engine. I'm coming around the old bend. Thank you, Kathy. You too. Yes. We got to maintain 1,000, I think it was. Dropper, I'm not used to doing it that early, but this isn't a long circle, so. We might as well adhere. Nice. Okay, 90 miles an hour, 1,000 feet, let's keep it. All right, what the hell? Why are you yelling at me for my speed here? Give me a break. I got to keep it in the air here, Dan.
Cub Crafters November 6 8211. 1 miles north, 800 feet. Inbound.
Oh yeah, now you're.
Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic.
Yeah, this is definitely different than the Cessna. Obviously, you got to have a little bit more throttle control. So now I can drop down a little bit.
Try to land by making contact with all 3 wheels at the same time.
Sure. No problem. It won't let me contact it. Come on, contact. There we go.
Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic. Cub Crafters November 68211 is on final. runway 27. To land, Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic.
Yes. Now, I'm going to put flaps down. No, we're fine. No. Don't flip it. I don't care.
Great flying today.
Yay.
You've clearly shown that you have what it takes to fly taildraggers and did so
Sure.
like a pro.
That was definitely professional. Hey, I got an A. How the hell did I get an A? How was that? Oh, I see. Hard landing. Well, we only got charged 25%. Well, we passed. Tail wheel. I'm not very good at it. But you know what? This is meant for hard. This is bushcraft here. Okay? You land this thing in the bush. We'll be fine. Because all the different, like, you know, back and forth, they'll all equal out. Did I screw up? Backcountry. I said backcountry flying and short take. That's right. That is a short takeoff. And we can stop pretty good with that. Oh, and we have now opened 4 new aircraft. The Viking, the Robin Cap, the Cub Crafters X Cub, the one we just flew, and the Campania Aeronautica Paulista. All right. Good. I like that. Well, good. That was... So now here, the Jet Air, this is what we're talking about right now. The Jet Airline Transport Pilot Rating. Well, that's what we need. Yeah, but I think that is our next test. Turboprop engine rating. All right, so and jet, we got to take a look at that. Good. Well, I didn't. Good. I thought I would crash 50 times with it. Good. I'm glad for that. And I think next episode we're going to. I got to keep it short today because I got so much running around to do. My schedule at work's been like haywire. We're going to start our commercial pilot license for rotorcraft and see what we can boff up in that one. Because we need to start we need the hoist. And you got to have the hoist for, you know, rescue missions. So, sweet. I didn't, I'm glad we passed the tail wheel. I didn't expect to pass it that fast. So good. All right, well, good. Until next time, I'm going to get some, maybe I can get some extra stuff done here, and I will see you on the next one. Happy flying, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time.